Scorpios, welcome to your love reading for October 2025. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. If you want to see this video in its entirety, go to my YouTube channel under Veronica Garnett. And then also if you want to see the extended reading, which will be about love, career, finances, and health exclusively for you, go to my Vimeo channel, also underneath Veronica Garnett. Let's see what's going on with you guys for love. What are the love energies prior to October 2025 for Scorpios? We have the Chariot card in the upright. Also, I've been slowly but surely getting around to my sun moon readings. Put your requests in the comments. I will put you in queue. For October, we have the Fool card in the reversed. And then what do you see for Scorpios as they move out of October into November? We have the Nine of Swords in the upright. Okay, so Scorpios, we have the card of Cancer here with the Chariot card. Prior to October, it seems as though you were very fixated, very focused on somebody, and you were deciding that you were going to attain that person no matter what. So you kind of saw them as a goal, a conquest, a prize, a trophy of some sort. But the point is that you were feeling very confident. You were pretty sure that you could, secure the person. And that's pretty much what you were concentrating on prior to October. So not necessarily a totally bad way to be unless you were feeling possessive, and then not so much. And we know that some Scorpios do have a tendency to be possessive, to be jealous. Now, the problem is that in October, we have the Fool card in reverse, which is an indicator to me that however you went about doing it, whatever you did, ended up to being a very foolish endeavor. Maybe you didn't plan things as well as you should have. Maybe you were malintended. It wasn't coming from the best place, so it ended up backfiring on you. Maybe you ended up suffering some consequences because of your actions, because of what you did. But whatever it was, you ended up looking the fool. And you may be kind of beating up on yourself a little bit, saying, hey, that really wasn't the smartest thing to do, and it's really not the best look for me. And as you move out of October into November with the Nine of Swords in the upright, we see you looking anxiety-ridden, absolutely overthinking, ruminating. I mean, this card is even like, why did I do this? What am I doing? What was I thinking? This really is the kind of beating up on yourself after the fact card. Worrying excessively, talking down to yourself, self-loathing, waking up in the middle of the night, being unable to sleep. So it looks like you're definitely having regrets for whatever action you did or going after this person. Let's see what the clarifiers have to say. Why are you showing the Chariot card in the upright for Scorpio's energies prior to October? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages, please. We have the Queen of Cups in the reversed. We have the World card in the upright. Okay, I am getting a little bit worried now because I feel as though I'm seeing a few things. One, you're overly emotional about this person, and I don't think in a good way. And it's not coming from a good place. I mean, I'm not trying to throw you guys under the bus or anything of the sort, but the Queen of Cups in reverse is usually someone who's very vindictive, somebody who's not able to control their emotions, somebody who's jealous, needy, and emotionally draining. So it looks like you let your emotions prior to October affect your reason and may have affected your actions. The World card in the upright indicates that whoever you are pursuing has moved on. I feel as though they got everything that they got out of the relationship, and they decided to let bygones be bygones, kind of move on. They had other things they wanted to move on to. They had other challenges they wanted to achieve. They just kind of wanted to get on with their life. So, I mean, that's not saying that what they had with you wasn't, a wonderful experience. It was just time for them to move on in a positive way. I don't think they did it to hurt you or anything of the sort. The problem here is with the Eight of Wands in reverse. I feel as though they stopped talking to you. They may have blocked you. And again, that doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Sometimes people block things just so they can reset their own parameters, so that they can create their own boundaries and just kind of get a rest before they figure out what they're going to do next. But I do see them cutting off communication with you. All right, so why is the Fool card here in reverse for Scorpios? Who's this person? What's this energy? Okay, we're having the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You have to be really careful about your emotions and negative thoughts guiding you. I'm seeing a little bit of that again. in the month of October. So the Seven of Pentacles in the upright is you actually considering reinvesting in this, putting effort into this to try to make it work, wondering if it's going to be worth it, wondering, will I have the patience? Maybe if I put in the work over a long period of time, the patience will pay off. There will be a reward at the end. I do see you pondering it. But I think you're pondering it because you're coming from a place of heartbreak. So we have the Three of Swords in the upright, indicating the loss, the heartbreak, the separation, the pain associated with all of that, feeling like you failed somehow, maybe feeling a little bit depressed. And then we have the card here, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is an indicator to me that you may not be in October thinking with your best mind, because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is possessive. She actually wants ownership over people. She can be jealous. So you may be viewing this person as an object that you feel still belongs to you, and you're kind of ruminating and thinking about that. Why is the Nine of Swords here in the upright for Scorpios? Who's this person? What's this energy? Okay, we have the Five of Swords in the upright. I feel as though for some of you, you're actually creating conflict with this person, maybe arguing with them, maybe trying to argue your way back into their life. And for some people, they actually get a rush from doing that. It boosts their dopamines. It boosts they get an adrenaline rush from it. And sometimes it's better to have that than not have anything at all. So, I mean, if you think you can fight your way back into their life by confronting them or things of that nature, I don't think that's going to go very well for you. I do see the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. I see you continuing to work towards a plan. You're saying to yourself, okay, well, this didn't work, that didn't work. Let me build a better mousetrap. My problem with the whole thing is that everything seems to be centered on this person. And I'm not feeling that this person's returning your energies. So what could we do with those energies to better ourselves, rather than kind of, continuing to let our emotions get the best of us and take us in down very negative alleys and things of that nature. And here's the Five of Pentacles in the upright, indicating that this is incredible emotional hardship for you. You're definitely feeling the loss and the loneliness from all of this. And it's a challenge. The whole relationship itself was a huge challenge for you. So we really need to kind of look at this and figure out, well, is this really the best version of myself? Am I really behaving in my highest good? Is attaining this really going to solve all my problems? Is it really going to make me happy? And those are some internal conversations that you really need to have with yourself, I feel. And once you get those answers and you're doing it a very objective way, I think you may actually change your actions in October and use your free will to, better yourself. So that's what I have for you all. If it does resonate, consider a personal reading. Otherwise, go check out your extended reading in my Vimeo channel, which will be your love, your career, your finances, and your health specifically for this month. And also put your requests in for your sun moon readings. I'll get to them when I get to them. I will not do them if they're not requested. I decided that this year. It's just too much. So if you don't request them, they're not going to get in. Okay. So after the fact, if you ask me why I didn't do something, it's because it wasn't requested. So you want to put in those requests. Best of luck to you. I will see you in your video reading, Scorpios. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye-bye.